One of the most currently important topics that has reached the ears of fish keepers everywhere is the process whereby we take a plant and we find an effective means of planting that plant in our fish tank. Now, there are many ways in which plants can be planted in a fish tank. You can tie lead around them or a rock on them and drop them in and they'll stay on the bottom. You can do that. You can stick them in a ceramic pot or a piece of rock and latch them in there and let it drop. You can put big piles of stones in your tank and jam them in under the stones. That'll work. Or you can do what God's great, good, green earth has been doing for millennia. And you can set up your tank that way. For those of you out there who have gravel in your fish tank and you're having trouble keeping your fish alive now, disclaimer, I'm not talking to the master aquarists who have been maintaining fish in gravel tanks for 50 years and swear by it. God bless you on your way. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the fish keeper who has been assured that the very best substrate for their tank is gravel, and yet somehow they cannot keep their fish alive or keep them healthy. Or even worse, they cannot plant their plants. So, here's what God told us to do. God being the creator of the universe. He who is in charge of all things figured it out. And it's really quite simple. If you walk down to your local stream, ditch, pond, lake, river, ocean, you will find something in every one of those places that resembles every other one of those places. You will find when you look down in the bottom of the water, dirt. You'll find dirt. Dirt. Now, what is dirt? Dirt is what plants grow in. Now, we don't want dirt in our tank. We don't want it stirring up the tank like this and looking nasty and ugly, do we? Of course not. So what do? We put sand on top of the dirt. We put sand on top of the dirt. And what does that do? That holds the dirt down so the dirt doesn't go all over the tank. Now, let's cut to the chase here. We have in front of me a 200-gallon tank with, look at it, 8 inches of substrate. Ooh. Why, that's enough to kill everything, isn't it? No. 8 inches of substrate is enough to keep everything alive and healthy and happy. I've got 200 videos that demonstrate that. Check it out. But here's what we're going to do. We have discovered in this tank a remarkable way to keep this plant from floating to the top. And it's really quite simple. Shall I show you? Watch now. Here we go. We're going to take this rather chewed up looking plant and we're going to put it root first. And it's important to do this root first. You don't want to do it with the leaves down. You want to do it with the leaves up.
What about sideways?
Can't do, well, you can do it sideways. That's okay. But then you'd have to bury the whole thing. And what's the point of that? So we choose to do it like this, simply because it just looks a lot better, doesn't it? Here we go. Look, see all the roots? Roots, roots, roots. What are we going to do with these roots? Are we going to float them around in the tank? No. We're going to bury the roots. And here we go. Going. I hope my arm is long enough.
I can give you
Down in there. Look at that. Look at that.
You sure it's not too
Look
deep?
at that. Now, I can pull on it and pull, and it doesn't come up. Pulling and pulling. It won't come up. It's so deep. It won't come up. Oh dear. What shall we do? Is the crown buried? Oh, it is. The crown is below the sand. What shall we do? I think we'll leave it. Let's do, look, here's another one. That was an Amazon sword. This is a jungle val. And we got a lot of roots on that. And it's 1, 2, 3. Look at that little tiny one there coming out. Look at that little baby sticking itself out there. 3. Another one here. There's another one. 4. Look at all those. You know what we're going to do? We're going to just bunch them all together. Bunch them all together. Hold them all tight together like that. And here we go. Now, to do this, it's like throwing a casting net. You have to wrap it around your arm so you don't break it off when you put it in. One time we'll do, if it's too long, you can, like a casting net, you hold it in your mouth until you can get it down, 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 down. Let's get the other plates out of the way and move it so we don't break it. Let's not break it. Let's not tear it. Get down in there. Get down in there. Get down in there. Ooh. And we covered it up. There's a little baby. Look at it. Just leave it. Just leave it. It'll be fine. And then make sure all the leaves are in the tank. Now, what have we just accomplished, boys and girls? What did we just do? We planted plants. Did we use a big stone pot to plant our plants? No. Did we use a stick to plant our plants? No. Did we use any device other than our hands? And did we put it in anything other than a very, very, very deep substrate? No. So now we have 1, 2 new plants planted in our big 200-gallon angel tank. What do you suppose will happen? Do you think the angels will pull them up? No. Do you think the little rams will pull them up? No. Do you think the discus will pull them up? No. What's going to pull them up? What's going to pull them up is me when I sell you this gorgeous plant for only $14.95. Except I wouldn't sell this one. This guy's been chewed up. Look at all the holes there. He's been chewed up. So what do we do with these? Well, when they're chewed up like this, the best thing to do is stick them in the sand, nice and deep to get down near the dirt, because there's a lot of dirt under the sand. And just leave it there for about a month. And it'll grow all new leaves. You can break all those solids off. So there we have it. We just planted a plant and we didn't even spend a nickel to do it. Isn't that wonderful? I'm so happy to be with you all and so happy to teach you the DIY method of planting plants. Have a wonderful day. Be sure to subscribe so you can get more of this vast and vital knowledge for your hobby, and hit the like button because we know you loved it. And don't forget to share. Sharing is caring. The more you share, the more we are able to reach out to the world beyond and touch many lives with the great and powerful wisdom of Fop Fish. Bye for now.